Good evening everyone, my name's Mitto. It's October 4th, the day that I answer real questions by real NPCs. You see what I did there? First question, what's that board behind you? Well, thank you for asking. It's just there because it's white and it's dark and it just helps the lighting a little bit, I guess, it seems to be. On to the actual questions. What do we have? Oh boy, Final Fantasy questions. I love Final Fantasy. I could talk about Final Fantasy for hours. How did you came to know about Final Fantasy and which was the first game that got me hooked? Well, my first ever experience was when I was about 6 or something. I went to my dad's house and he had a PlayStation 1 and he had hired out Final Fantasy 7 for the night, and I played it and I had no idea what was going on because it was all like text-based. I could barely read. I was 6 years old. And so I had no idea what was going on, but I played through the opening bombing mission and got stuck at the timer when I had to get out, but it was, yeah, I didn't really like it at the time because I didn't know what I was doing. But at the time I didn't realise it was Final Fantasy 7. It wasn't until like, 6 or 7 years later when I'm like, oh, that's that game that I played years ago at my dad's house. The one that got me into the series, the one that got me hooked, was Final Fantasy 8. My friend gave me a little demo disc with various PC games on it, and one of them was Final Fantasy 8. And I played through it and I really liked it. I was talking to my neighbour at the time, my next door neighbour. He was an older guy, he was 30 or something. And he was like, I have the game on PlayStation, you can borrow it. And so I did, and I loved it. And that's really where it started. I was probably about 10 at that stage. Tazamagaz, posing as Jedi Time Lord Katie, asked, what is my favourite Final Fantasy game and what's my favourite to play and favourite to listen to? Well, I've got to say to play is 8, because that's my most nostalgic one, so I've played through that about 3-4 times. The one I don't give enough credit to, but I really like, I'm just realising that I love when I think about it, is 10. I absolutely adored 10. I kind of like all the soundtracks for different reasons. So like, 7's got a really great piano soundtrack, so like, the main theme is great in piano, Aerith's theme, Tifa's theme, Cosmo Canyon has, there's fighting is amazing on piano. 8 has an absolutely beautiful orchestral album. It's called Phthos Lusek Wikos Vinosek. Find that and it's got some amazing tracks on it. 9 probably has the best original soundtrack, so like the stuff that was actually in the game. I'd say that one, it worked really well. My favourites are like The Dark Messenger. You're Not Alone was amazing in that scene where Zidane's going insane. It's amazing. And Loss of Me is an amazing song. It's not called Loss of Me, it's called Rosa May. There's 2 different versions, same song, but Loss of Me / Rosa May, Beatrix's theme. And that's all for Final Fantasy.